So for those who've read the free ebook that I offer on my website, then you may be familiar with the law of polarity. So everything exists or is defined by what it is not. This is fundamental quality of how reality works. So in order to have any perception or any experience of anything, you immediately also are unconsciously bringing to mind what it is not, because whatever you think it is defined by what it is not. And here, the process is just to bring both of them to conscious awareness and hold them both. And this will allow for a resolution, and the problem will completely resolve. Somebody says, what if you can't define the problem? You don't have to define the problem. How do you feel about the problem now? Okay, so somebody says, I don't really know what I'm feeling. I think numb. Great. Okay, so you feel numb. On the other hand, what would you like to experience instead of numb? For those who have sincerely been doing this, then it would have to be that you cannot continue to have the same problem, because as you do this, and it doesn't take long, it's just a moment really of being willing to do this sincerely. It has to shift. Has to. It's just the nature of what the experience actually is. That when you put your attention on it in this particular way, it has to shift. Now, there are two possibilities if you've done this sincerely. One possibility is that there is no longer any problem. And you will know that because there sincerely is no longer any problem. You are completely free of the sense of there being a problem, or at least that particular problem. The other possibility is that you still perceive that there is a problem. If that's the case, then just notice it's not the same problem. Now, your mind might, because it's so accustomed to focusing on particular stories, might still call it the same problem. But notice how you feel about it, and you'll notice it's different. So then all you need to do is repeat the same process with this feeling and what you would like to experience instead. And as you continue to do this, then at some point, the problem will completely, there will be no more problem. So sometimes there's like a chain of problems, and you can resolve each one of those. Sometimes there's just, it's the last one in the chain, and once you resolve that, it's clear that there's no problem. So at least one person is saying that there's the problem now feels like void and irrelevant. Yes. So somebody says, I feel frustration and shame, but would just like not to experience this, nothing else. Okay, well, then you can work with that, right? So on the one hand, I feel frustration and shame. On the other hand, I would like to be free of frustration and shame. See how simple this is? There's no way, as long as you just sincerely engage with it, it works.